Hello everyone and welcome to Eldest Souls, the first minutes, however many minutes, of said game.
In the beginning, there was dust, and from that dust, the moon was born. Eons of idleness passed, before suddenly it shattered. Great celestial chunks cascaded from the heavens unto earth. From one prodigious shard spawned humanity, and from another, the gods. For a great many years, balance endured, until a foul and malevolent deity intervened. Exil spread greed and distrust among his kin, compelling these calamitous beings to conquer man. Centuries of servitude passed, until finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the Citadel. At the expense of untold lives, a peace was wrought, but it was not meant to last, for the miscreant, Exil, returned from his concealment, conducting atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands. Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard. A shard of the purest obsidian. And thus, a glimmer of hope remains.
Souls-like. From what I understand, it's like a 2D. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look, shall we? So, around about 60 minutes if I like the game, 30 minutes or less if it's not really my cup of tea. Let's just have a quick look here at the settings. Not too much going on. We'll leave the controls as they are. And I'll leave the soundtrack as it is. Ooh, wait. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit. The speedrun setting, that's interesting. Let's have a look at it, shall we? I don't know much about it. These games, if they're good, although the old gods have been chained, the kingdoms of men lay scourged. A lone warrior approaches the ancient citadel in search of retribution. So it's a little bit of a testing ground for some of these games. If they're really good, then maybe I'll bring them back and put them on for a full series on the channel. I don't mind the Souls-like combat for some games, as long as it's not too hard. I don't mind a little bit of a challenge. So this is what you call it, isometric. Is it 2D? It's not really 2D, is it? Kind of is. 3.5D? No, it's kind of 3D, isn't it? Light attack. Okay. Interesting. You know, one of my favourite games... what's it called? Honestly, my memory. Sometimes I should just not speak. Okay, when it comes back to me, I'll tell you about it. It's good. It's kind of similar, kind of very fast-paced combat. It does recommend that you play with a controller this game. I remember I saw this game once, and all I remember is thinking, it looks good, I would like to play it. Charge attack. Hold X to start charging. Oh, okay. So you can just continually hold it down. Wow, a lot of things are destructible, it seems. Is this like a save point? Checkpoint. To dash through attacks. One hit. Just pressing some of the other buttons. Not much going on at the moment. Dead Cells is the name of the game. And it's not like this, but it kind of is, a little bit. No, it's not really. Oh, anyway, it's got similarities. It's good, okay, that's all I'm saying. I'll play it on the channel at some point. Probably not for a week, maybe I'll do a little bit of a special on it. I might even put it on this series. To my lord and liege, Count of Cumbria, getting within these cursed walls was supposed to be the easy part of our task. And yet it is not so. My lord, fiends from hell control the walls, pouring out of the gates at our every attempt at sieging the citadel. They're demons, my liege. No other way to describe them. Monstrous, taller and stronger than our men. Steel won't kill them. The black spears can harm them, but the obsidian tip is brittle, and we lose many precious spearheads for every skirmish we engage in. By the time this missive reaches you, I hope we'll have control over the walls, but I beg you, inform the king. We need more supplies, better weapons than our black spears, something stronger that could cut through a much bigger foe for king and country. Your loyal servant. Well, obviously that message did not get to its intended destination. Can we run? No, but we can dash. A tune. Oh, I see. So you can travel between points. My son, I hope this letter finds you safe and in good health before the army reaches the citadel. It pains me to admit that the situation in Bordeaux is dire. The family's fortune is gone, brigandry is running rampant, and the small folk are in open rebellion as the desolation consumes our crops. No one is safe outside of the high fortresses. We've managed to escape the fief with our best mares. Wares? Oh, mares, as in donkeys, as in horses. But your brother died to ensure we make it. So I beg of you, my only son, they might call you a crusader, but remember who you truly are. A knight of Bordeaux above all else. Please do not spill your blood for the king's folly. Please come back home. Well, unfortunately he didn't listen to his father's wise advice. Shit. Just watch him. Oh, you bastard. Hasn't taught me how to block yet. Oh, we've got a stamina bar, guys. Oh my god. You can't pause? Fully charge, attack to gain bloodthirst, then attack the enemy to life steal. Okay. Fully charged, then trigger B. Oh, I didn't read that part. that felt a bit odd. I don't think I got that right. Is he level 2 now? Phase 2. Yeah, I think I got him that time. I don't quite think I was getting that. Something about that B. I'm not sure if you have to press it at a certain time. It's a little bit hard to tell what my character's doing if it's behind the creature. Anyway, this game's going to need a lot more than an hour, isn't it? So here we have a skill point we can unlock. Yes, I would like a counter. Charging attacks fills your counter bar, reducing damage taken up to 5%. Once the counter bar is full, you can activate counter. A defensive stance that absorbs an attack and deals between 40 and 90 damage depending on counter timing. Briefly shields you for 20% of the damage. Okay, so maybe it's not an active block. It's like a passive block, or you hold it down and it's like a passive block. Berserk Slash. Dealing damage causes shock waves around you, filling your Berserk Fangs, each granting plus 5% damage dealt. With at least one Berserk Fang, you can activate Berserk Slash to deal 40 damage and gain Berserker buff. Okay, alright. Wind Slide. Attacks generate a Wind Leaf, a seeking projectile that fills your Wind Slide bar when it hits. Once it's at 75% full, you can activate Wind Slide, a quick dash attack that cuts through enemies and unleashes a flurry of blows. Maybe we go with Berserk. What does Remove Shard do? So have I unselected that now, have I? Now what do I do? Start. Do I have to confirm it? Start. So you can just pull... Oh, I see. You can just take it off and put it on wherever you want. That's different. Not very common, that is it? Usually you pick a specific path with this sort of thing. A harp string. Harps were common instruments in the courts of border baronies. Yes. Does it say a thin harp string, worn but intact? It doesn't really say much about what it does for me, if anything. Alright, so obviously occasionally with this series, which like I say, I think it's a temporary thing because I'm away on holiday, we're going to come across a game that is deep, that looks like it needs quite a little bit of attention in order to really get to grips with it. This seems to be one of those games. So please do make a note of this if you would like to see more of it on the channel as a longer playthrough. Let me know in the comments down below. Now where? Okay, through here. Ah, Crusader I see. My congratulations for making it past that beast. But I am afraid even more await within the Citadel. Ed, the Wanderer, they call me. As you can guess, I have travelled far and wide throughout the mainland. From the dunes of the sunset desolation to the shores of Essen of the dawn. What wonders I could tell you of night. I would love to sing a hymn to your bravery, but as you can tell, my harp has been damaged. It just so happens I have a harp string. This might well be the last one there is. Sad, isn't it? Say, what point is there living in a world devoid of music and beauty? Sometimes I wonder. Yes, give them the harp string. Where did you find this? Outstanding! I am... Oops. Poor souls, I wonder what might have happened to them all. Oh, is that it? Oh, is that all we did? Okay, alright. I kind of exited the conversation a bit early and then couldn't really... Maybe that was it. Oh, he's got some nice music. Not gonna play? Okay. He's kind of teasing us, isn't he? Maybe he's still tuning his string. Do we have a map? None of the other buttons seem to do anything. Wall guard insignia. Now we do have a... Oh, these are key items. An insignia of the wall guard. Although corroded by the elements, the symbol of the council is still visible. Being chosen for the wall guard had always been a source of pride, for what greater honour is there than guarding the gods' slumber? A bright feather, rumoured to have originated from a king hawk of the island of Essen. Such items are commonly used for arcane experiments in the Tower of Dawn, where great mages reside. This one feather might be the result of such experiments, as it sometimes glows with a mysterious warm light. Progressively increases movement speed while moving out of combat, up to 20%. Effect fades after 2 seconds of not moving. Oh, interesting. The Citadel. Into the darkness we go. So you made it through, eh, kid? Months without provisions, and you are all the old king could spare. Just my luck. That sword you got, it can kill them, can't it? Well, no use for it now. As you can see, you're late, kid. Nothing left of the mighty crusade but old bones. And me, I guess, just your luck. If you go in there alone, you'll be sliced up like the rest of them. Might as well starve out here instead, eh? Don't you think? Aye. Don't you think? Is that it? Can't kill him. Amethyst vial. Can I do anything with these? Thin vial containing a violet liquid. The result of devious experiments conducted by the Creator, the Watchers periodically sweep through the Citadel's districts looking for new test subjects. No one knows what fate befalls those unlucky enough to be caught, but one thing is certain, no one ever comes back. What have I done? Oh dear God. Okay. Just waiting there for me, was he? Alright, I know what it is. Okay, there's a system to these games, isn't there, where as soon as you figure out what the movements are, what the pattern is, it's easy. But until then, it's raid inducing. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1, and I'll admit I kept getting stuck at a certain point, and you know, the problem is I really, really want to be able to play games like this. Stuck. Just stuck on that rock. Wow. I don't know why I got stuck then. Maybe I just couldn't move through him. I thought... I'm still not 100% down on this B move. So when you choose one system, you're locked into that whole system. Okay. Well, let's stick with this. Right, let's read it. Dealing damage causes shock waves around you, filling your Berserk Fangs, each granting plus 5% damage dealt. With at least one Berserk Fang, you can activate Berserk Slash. Oh, I haven't done this yet anyway. I haven't even got to that. I haven't hit anything enough times to do that yet. Shit. Not sure what I just did, but I used my Berserk Fang. Bastard, he got me. Oh, he got me twice. Oh. You can't let your guard down for a second, can you, with this sort of thing? What's that one that just came out? Elden Ring? Man, it looks so good. Question for you, right? If you've played Dark Souls and Elden Ring, which one would you recommend if I was to play them? Which one would you recommend? Because I played Dark Souls 1. I've got them all. 1, 2, and 3. I don't have Elden Ring, but I could get it. And what would you recommend playing? Should I start off with Dark Souls 1? You know, I know they changed a lot, didn't they? Especially into the third one. It kind of took a big shift in a different direction. And Elden Ring is obviously open world. And I would imagine a lot more refined and a lot more buttery, if you know what that means. Like buttery smooth, precise in its refinement. You know what I mean by that? What would you recommend? Dark Souls 1 or Elden Ring? Okay, he didn't get us. Wow. Okay, we're at the half an hour mark. And this is where I decide to continue or not to continue. Now, don't get me wrong, again, I love this. I like this type of game. I've played a few games like this. There's something about it I love. The challenge of it. And just the premise, you know, it's you tiny little human against these giant bosses that are brutal. One hit, you're dead. You know, it's reminiscent of all of the shit that I've played on the channel. One bite kill and hardcore permadeath type stuff. It's just so fucking hard. It's so frustrating. So, if you are prepared to sit through another half an hour of me potentially repeatedly dying over and over and over again to the same boss, then stick around, because we'll carry on. We'll do another half an hour, but I am going to take a quick 5-minute break, maybe make myself a cup of tea, and we will be back in just a moment. All right, you beautiful, beautiful people. Let's try again. I just want to warn you, please, be aware, we could be here for the next half an hour trying this boss. All right, so just, I've warned you. Can't seem to hit that B attack. Damn it. Bastard. Got me that time, didn't he? Shit. Second phase. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Come on, I don't have to do this again, please. Please, no. Oh, you bastard. No, come on. Not now. No! No! No, this is ridiculous, man. Oh, you son of a bitch. No, no, no. I'm bad here. I'm bad for health. I've got 3 of my things. That's the wrong button. Oh man, I'm not even trying. How can I get worse? How could I get worse like that? Oh, froze up, man. Bastard. Fuck. Get out of the circle, man. No, 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 no. Guys, I can't fucking do this, man. Steam's mocking me. You can't see it on camera, but I've just got an achievement called Just One More Time. Fuck this game, man. Honestly, how do people play these games? Could get another hit in there, couldn't I? No, 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 no. Come on, man. We can do better than this. Can't get too close to it, can I? This is an actual genre of game, isn't it? Like, the game is not about a story, the world. You've got 15 hours of gameplay where all you do for 15 hours, I don't know if the game's 15 hours long, 10 hours, whatever it is, 6 hours, it doesn't matter. The game is die, try again, 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 until you get it. Then you get it, then you move past that boss, then you got to do the same thing again. That's the game, that's the genre of game. I know Elden Ring is a bit more open world exploration, you know, maybe there's a bit of a story to that. The Dark Souls has got a bit of a story, I think. But what is this? I mean, that's the game, isn't it? If I'm mentally preparing myself to not do anything else, like I'm not trying to get through this to get to the next world, because there is no world, there is no place, it's just bosses after bosses after bosses. Got 13 minutes left. Just kill me already. Changed my mind. Pressed the wrong button. Did that even hurt him? Can't, man, honestly, like... Yeah, I'm going to keep that as a dodge instead of an attack. Don't get greedy, man. Run, run, run! Come on, man, we got this. Fucking next door neighbours. I feel like I'm shouting at the top of my voice. Come on, man, focus. Come on. One more hit, one more hit. One more. Yes. Oh, my goodness me. Oh. Holy fuck. That was ridiculous. It took us an hour to get to this point. We died the first time I don't know, like half an hour in, and we died 2 or 3 times to that one boss. That was 25 minutes ago. Fuck. Right, so I can unlock this, can I? Counter. Swing is followed by a swirl of tendrils, dealing overtime damage. Wait. What am I looking at here? So can I pick... You need to unlock this skill first. So I can't... I have skill points. So why can't I spend them? Oh, I need to put an active shard in. Corrupted grasp, shaped by the creator, bound by his duty. Something dark looms deep within this fragment, a disturbing but relaxing presence. What has the creator meddled with to produce such a monstrosity? Active. Dark tendrils sprout reaching forward. If they collide with an object or enemy, you will grapple towards it. Hitting an enemy deals 20 damage and grants 100% bloodthirst bar. That's pretty good. I don't really like the idea of grappling towards an enemy, though. fuck it, we'll give it a try. Oh, so I can put these anywhere, can I? What am I looking at? Oh, those ones are locked. Blood bursts. Says it reveals its hidden power. Let's just go with this one here. Bloodburst causes a patch of corruption to linger on the ground. And corruption lasts for 3 seconds, deals 4 damage every half a second, and heals for the same amount. Infusing a boss shard in this boss shard. Every third charge attack unleashes a swarm of corruption. That sounds pretty good. Using dash through attacks creates a swarm of corruption around you. Quite like the idea of that. But this one also sounds good. Let's just rock and roll with this one. We can change our mind later, can't we? What I'm not understanding is why I can't spend my skill point. Ah, now I can. I can because I've got one here. Ah, so you have to put a shard in one of these slots. So these are just like separate things. This one, Berserk Slash, causes a violent explosion of corruption, dealing 20 damage and healing for 200. Why can't I put it back? Put it in there now. Oh, because I don't have this active. Now I can pick one of these. Each blood burst causes a fury fragment to be created around your target. Collecting the fury fragment causes you to gain furious buff. Deal plus 12 damage. 12% damage for 9 seconds, can stack twice. For allowing a fully charged attack, shockwaves cause an aftershock, and then 30% of the original. Quite like the sound of that. Let's go with this one. I love that you can just take them out and put them in. I don't really remember playing another game that let you do that. A lot of the games, like, you know, you end up committed to a particular style, don't you? That's really interesting. Alright, so this is definitely... Oh, wait, what was that? Weapon. Oh, it's locked. Find blueprints to unlock special weapon skins. So obviously, although now that I'm out of the zone with the boss, obviously it's quite a very deep system. You know, there's things to find, there's blueprints to unlock. See what happens through here, shall we? Is there like a save point? Or probably will be, won't there now? I'm not quitting at all. Navigate to the skills panel. Active shard. Do I have to put it... Okay, just maybe for this part. Oh, use shard to grapple. Oh, interesting. Now, oh, it's teaching me, isn't it? What the fuck is this thing? Oh, okay, that was the corruption. So you can shift and change things around and deal with the world. So this is taking us back to where we can go. Shows us the various points ahead. Well, it's interesting. It's going to take a little bit of messing around, I think. Let's go with this one. We'll mess around with that that grapple. Right trigger, wasn't it? Can't do it whenever I want. Oh, I could. Oh, it's charging up. In the top left there. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that'll change things up. So I guess not only do we have boss battles, but I guess it's likely we're going to run into like enemies around, are we? Or this feels like a kind of Elden Ring above, like a isometric I guess kind of Dark Souls. Maybe Elden Ring if there were more enemies around, and Dark Souls if there were more enemies around. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue on, I am quite interested to play more of this. As challenging as that was, it was fun to complete it. That part was good. That part was like Christmas, like every Christmas I've ever had, all rolled into one. Among other things. Unspeakable pleasance. Anyway, let's not go there. This has been Eldest Souls. I only just got this game like a week or so ago. I think I got it as part of a bundle. And I think I'll probably even just return to this game at some point anyway on the channel. But it's nice to do a little bit of a kind of test drive with some of these games to let you see what the content is, what the video is, what the gameplay is. And, you know, if you like the look of it, let me know. I know this sort of thing, for some people it's right up your alley, and it's the sort of thing you like to watch because it's, I don't know, for whatever reason. But I know for some people just watching the repetitive gameplay, like a whole video practically on one boss, it's obviously it's not those people, it's not their particular type of thing, and that's fair enough. So let me know if in the comments if you are or you aren't interested in this sort of thing. I would like to play it later at some point. You know, we've already got plenty of stuff lined up, but it's good to know what it is so that at some point in the future we can refer back to it. And I'll just leave it at that. This has been Elder Souls. Next up we have, I don't actually know, I'm just looking through my library at various games that I'm not too familiar with that seem like I maybe wouldn't play them for a full week unless I stumble across a little gem like this, and it turns out that I would. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.